We begin.
Hello there.
It is time for me to change the number because we're on the wrong episode number. Fucking stupid. Alright,
Hell yeah.
there we go. Good start,
Have you
everybody.
uploaded these to YouTube?
No, I was gonna do it in this coming week because, you know, I literally just don't have time to do it. We're playing so much because Richard's week off that I haven't had time to actually get to it.
We're gaming.
Nice.
I haven't even had time to prepare enough for this. We're coasting on luck. Anyway. Last time, you finally made your way to the village, where you met the local merchant and his, interesting assistant, and then made your way to the local inn. There, you met a man named Ismark who has recruited you into escorting his sister north to a town called Vallaki. You also, at the inn, spoke to its owners. 3 travelers, much like the ones that recruited you all here. You got directions from them to Madam Eva, who Greif has been searching for since the beginning. After meeting Ismark's sister, who has been targeted by the Lord of the Land, Strahd von Zarovich, blah blah blah, you helped them bury their father at the church, where you met the priest's son, who has been turned into a spawn of the vampire and locked in the basement. You interrogated him after restraining him and managing to get quite a good bit of information out of him. And you were just leaving town. No. We'd just been leaving town when, out of the fog and the morning light, a sound started to pierce. Small wooden wheels rolling across the damp cobbles of the road. As the shape emerges, you can trace the lonely little sound to a hunched figure bundled in rags, pushing a rickety cart through the fog. You watch, making your way down this road, only this far, as she knocks on this door. No answer, and continues to the next.
Old woman offering a pie.
Yum yum.
Kill her immediately.
Ismark stops and doesn't continue further down the street.
Another local we should know of?
He shakes his head but doesn't turn to look at you. A stranger. She comes into town, peddles her baked goods. I don't trust her. Stay clear. And with that he does continue, but he sticks to the side of the road opposite her.
I follow after them.
She knocks. No answer. And you pass each other, and she notes you, and does a little bit of a double take at seeing strange faces, but then smiles and gives a little wave and keeps on her way. Picks up pace a little bit.
What does she have in her cart?
You can smell baked goods.
Any signs?
No signs.
Ooh.
Can we see the goods?
No, you can just smell them.
Okay.
We have pressing matters.
Is
we'll be
Noah
back
for-
yelling
good.
at us to
Oh,
please
we'll be-
fucking move. Last
Ooh,
session,
we'll be back for baked goods, lady.
Smell pretty good.
Ismark already made us swear that we're leaving now.
Yes.
Alright.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
Edmund,
That
you're-
lady's gotta be crazy evil. Delvenag will mutter as they're coming along.
Can you all roll
There's no
perception?
thing to say.
What kind of psychopath bakes pies?
What's wrong with
Us.
pies? What's wrong with Hold on.
Look around. Where'd she get any of that?
I don't know. Do you?
Fuck.
We haven't seen a farms the entire time. Where does anyone get any food?
That's an even better question.
Now, for your suspicions, you're able to note that once you've walked by, when you look back briefly at the pie-peddling, suspicious old lady, she stopped at this door. She's waiting for you to leave before continuing her business.
You know what I can do now?
No.
I activate Channel Divinity and I look towards the woman.
Does it have like
Divine Sense.
Does it have a range limit or anything? Out of curiosity, are you gonna have to
Yes,
walk
I have
back
to move
over there?
here. Yeah, I move right here.
I don't remember what your stuff does.
I'm fetching
You're
it
gonna
right
find
now
it.
for you.
Not even on your sheet. Where is it? Blind?
It's under
Oh,
Channel
I
Divinity.
see.
The mine's
It's
over there.
Celestials, Fiends, and Undead.
Fascinating. Alright. You level your eyes at her as she idles away, pretending to simply be waiting and slow, catching her breath, old lady that she is, and detect the unmistakable presence of a fiend. Capital F.
I
That
turn
is
around.
not an old lady.
I turn around over here. Ismark? Ismark. Ismark?
What?
I look around to make certain she can still see me. I kind of like go around the corner a little bit, standing beneath this little
He
alcove.
isn't gonna stop walking, that's fine.
Yes, there's a demon.
What?
Wait, what do you... Wait, how can you tell?
I can sense it. As well as any priest can sense something evil. That is a creature.
That's an old lady.
It's a fiend wearing the skin of an old lady. So not real.
I was right.
Whatever it is, she's been
Fortunately,
coming
yes.
here for years.
How you know?
I don't pay attention to her business. We have places to be, he says, with can you roll insight?
Yes.
Insight.
And I will glance to Ireena as I am
Of course. It's for both of
quietly
them.
wondering if
Edmund!
she's about to make a deal out of this.
Oh.
That one for Winamara.
Well, for Dal and Greif. Well, okay, for all three of them that aren't on the Nat 1, you can see Ireena looking back. She absolutely doesn't want to let this slide, and yet she continues on. It looks like it wounds her to do so, and yet, though her pace slows at a point, she doesn't ever stop. There's fear. She can feel the pressure of time. Sun's already starting to go overhead. You're running out of time, and that's her time that you're using. Ismark, for the two that got over 20 there, you see something more. Of course he wants to do something about it, he cares, but more than there is any kind of fear for Ireena or love for her that makes him push on, there's a little bit of spite. And you're able to surmise that after all he said about how no one would help them, no one would bury the body, everything like that, he just doesn't have it in his heart to care about what happens to whatever it's doing here. And he doesn't like that he feels that way about it, and he clearly recognizes it. But he keeps going, and in contrast to Ireena, picks up the pace to push himself away from it and try to push the thought away as he starts to feel the guilt gnaw at him. He's supposed to be the burgomaster anyways. But the gap that forms between them causes him to look back and call her name as she picks up pace to keep going.
I will take at least one step back to peer around the corner now that she has seen us leave.
Sure. Go ahead, roll stealth.
To be clear, as I roll this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm really not trying to be sneaky. I just peer around the corner. Well, it doesn't matter anyway.
Hey, I have to specify stealth disadvantage because of chainmail.
It's there.
Oh, it's already in there.
Okay.
Don't worry, he
Well-
rolled in that one.
Yeah, that one anyway, before the disadvantage. I just want to look around the corner and see if she knocked the door yet.
She's actively eating someone.
You... like a guy's legs coming out
Hello,
of her mouth.
people pie. Got
This-
people pie here.
You come back to see her beginning to walk away from this door. Just a little bit. Slowly.
Well, all right. She ain't even looking at me, I assume, by the fact she's
No.
walking away from the door.
Nope.
Very well.
Damn shame, though. We've been eating hardtack and dried beef the last 3 days. I was hoping for some fresh food that wasn't cursed or evil.
I was mostly just bullshitting. And that's it. That's all he has to say about that.
Josephine must be preying on the starving. There's no other explanation.
Did you make your way on? I just had you move to the end so you could see everything that your perspective would have given you thus far.
The edge of the map.
Did you make it to the edge? And instead of a fancy little teleport this time. What I did do is maybe forget to set up an image.
We see a large compass carved into the earth down there.
Oh, that's north.
Alright. And with that, we are going to bring you all to the world map.
Ooh.
And before we move on, I'm going to quickly drag you to every corner of town so you can see everything you can see as a whole. The tiles are accurate. Every single one is a quarter mile.
Ah, boy.
And we're getting into the basic travel stuff.
Barovia.
Correct. Welcome. Barovia. So everyone's movement is 30, right?
Yes.
Checking,
Yeah.
checking.
All right.
Yep.
And we're all moving at a base of 3 miles per hour. Same as usual, exactly as you'd expect. You count as on a road, so if you'd like, you can all go at a... Who's crunching? You count as on a road, so if you all like, you can go at a fast pace if you want. Let's see. And...
I imagine the siblings want to go at a fast pace.
Yeah, we're being dragged by them. And they're the ones that know where they're going outside of the one detour that the Vistani talked
So-
about.
Sure, you're following the road, and the pace they're going to try and make fast. Just so you're
Yeah.
aware, if you want to advise, the pacing does have a effect on the your rolls for random encounters and such. This is just a general rule. If you're moving at a normal pace, you have disadvantage on stealth if something comes up. If you're going slow, you have advantage on perception and survival to search and forage for things. And if you're going fast, you have disadvantage on perception and survival to search and forage and stealth. So at the rate you're going, if there's anything to see, if you're going to try and forage for stuff, and if you're going to try and be sneaky with anything you run into, you're at disadvantage for all of that.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, half of us are already at a disadvantage of stealth because of our armor.
So
Does that-
true!
Does the road count as a road mechanically?
Yeah, meaning you can go fast-paced.
Okay. Greif is happy to just follow the pace they're setting. They're the
Yeah.
locals, and they're stringing us along anyway. We've
Sure.
sacrificed talking to the fucking demon. The crying woman. Let's dedicate.
You don't want pie? Nobody want evil devil pie?
Nobody wants my Satan
What's
pie.
your fucking
I make out
problem?
of so many Satan.
I might be a demon.
Perhaps you actually, what sense was fiend in pie because he's devilishly delicious?
Man.
Devils selling fucking pies in Barovia because Strahd makes them look good aligned. It's all a matter of perspective.
I do just make pies, no strings attached, but no one would trust me because I'm a demon. But here,
He's so fair.
No one will ever trust me on account of the evil.
which I am, don't get me wrong.
yes,
it's
I make
just-
them out of babies. Get over it.
So,
All of the torments inflicted by the Lord make why even bother at this point?
So, you're going to be moving along. Each tile is a quarter mile. Every half an hour, we check to see if something occurs, as well as certain set points. There are random encounters you'll have to contend with. I do hope stuff comes up because they're fun. They're just... I hope they don't come up because I'm scared for you. So traveling at a fast pace, that means every 2
Stop
miles.
saying that stuff.
So,
Roger,
okay, ready
Roger.
for me to move you? Because you're there leading.
Yes.
I will in
Yes.
fact also put them in the party token so you can see everyone. And 1, 2, 3. Didn't even get that far. We hit our first thing. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh boy. Which,
Yeah.
since we're going at a fast pace and we're at a penalty for foraging, I don't imagine A, the land is suitable for foraging. B, everyone has their own food and water, right? Are we good in that department?
I do. And there's a river here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Good.
As you get here, you see an arching stone bridge cross over the river as you're heading towards the incline, away from the base of the mountain and the foothills, but around it as it starts to slope back up more gradually. The river itself looks to be about 50 feet across, and the water flows clear as blue winter sky through the valley. It's quite serene. You're-
How wide?
About 50 feet on average.
Holy fuck.
Pretty big.
I feel my water skin.
You
We
may
drink
all-
and we fill our water skin.
You may all drink, you may all fill your water skins, you may consider water to be sorted today.
Thank you, thank you.
Likewise, I forgot to have... I suppose I should track how much food these guys are able to bring with them. It's probably going to be important.
I think the default for most adventuring kits is like 7 or 8 rations.
I thought it was about 5 or 10, but...
I thought it was 10.
10, yeah.
Mine didn't come. I've not made a character that came with 10 yet. Mine didn't.
Uh-huh. And all that.
Fuck.
That is true. Haha.
Well, let's take a look. They're not called kits, they're called packs, right? Yeah, there we go.
A Dungeoneer's pack. That's what I'm
Sorry,
running
ex-
with.
Explorer packs have 10. Those have 0. Yeah, most of them seem to have 10. Alright. And in that case, they're both able to bring 10 days of their own food, which they insist should be more than enough. If you're quick, this shouldn't be that long.
How long do they expect it to take?
You know, I don't know because I haven't measured this ahead of time, but if I put you on the other screen, I can quickly measure it and give you an estimate, and they can at least talk about hearsay. So you guys don't see
So-
my measurements, so you know the
The
math.
measuring tool? Yeah.
I'll just do it super rough and guess. Ismark says it's a day away. If you make good pace, you'll be there well before sundown.
Oh, wonderful.
Excellent.
I will mention when we're at this river, hey, I was told for that agreement we had, I got to go up it.
We could go up it on the
were
way
told-
back.
You were told that the road would fork and you had to take the low ground. Up, to be clear, is this direction. The river is flowing this way.
I do recall this much, yes.
Just sure you know, jeans.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a total of 2 miles, which at your fast pace means half an hour, which means I need a d20 from someone. I want it blind so that you don't know what your odds of running into garbage are.
Here, blind do
Who
it.
wants to damn the party first?
You
Just
you
said
said
you.
blind roll.
Me? Off.
Oh,
Okay.
That's true, I did call it a blind roll.
Yes, that is.
Oh.
1d20 coming up.
Alright. Congratulations, you've immediately hit something.
Oh!
Toast, Richard. One of
Whoa.
you roll me a d12 and one of you roll me a d8.
Okay.
I'll do the D8.
One is the number of goblins, the other is the number of ghouls.
No!
Can't believe we're getting ghoul and goblin.
As you're walking along, Edmund, you're the keen-eyed
Aye.
scout used to being on watch. You're the one that notices, just off in the underbrush, there seems to be something there. It's tucked amidst the bushes, into the trees, using a rock as cover, but seems to have been knocked a little loose. It looks like some kind of bag.
Hold on. What's this then?
Careful what you touch, Ismark warns, but he doesn't move to stop you.
Rifle stop and watch whatever you're doing.
If it's a blessing, we need every edge we could get. And if it's a curse, well, that's on my head, not yours. I'll take a look.
You're a part of this group.
Well, if it turns out to be bad, I'm more suited to getting my shit pushed in.
Ready
You
if
want to be a
say so.
poet?
I'll be a second. I'll be just a second. And Edmund heads over to investigate.
Belvedere will be on high alert.
Tucked inside
This is
a
a
hollowed
classic
out
ambush.
log, you see a leather wrapping. It's not a bag so much as it is just a bundle all tied up. It's right there inside of a hollowed out log, but it seems to have cracked open. Something's disturbed it, and basically it's all kind of spilled out what was being stashed in there. So, you see that. It's about the size of your torso at most in terms of like broadness, but it's thin enough.
Right. Any signs of what disturbed it? Is this tied to a nest or like any signs of an animal?
Nothing too distinct. No, it seems like something just broke it. Some kind of animal, most likely. Something with enough weight to snap it. There's other things like broken branches and the like, but you can roll if you'd like to be more of a keen-eyed tracker.
My concern is whatever caused the snap is still here and watching.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to roll perception?
Yes, please.
Go for it. If it is, you don't see anything.
All right. Seems clear enough. We'll bite. We go for the wrappings.
Inside. Well, you're unwrapping it, sorry, to be clear, right? You're not just picking it up?
Yes.
Okay, when you
Yes.
pick it up, it's light, very light. It feels like fabric inside. It's like when you pick up a Christmas present and you know that it's socks or a shirt inside and it's all floppy like that. And so you unwrap it and find that that's exactly what you found. It's an entire set of clothes tucked away, down to the shoes, everything. a full set of clothes. Can you roll me a d10 and a
That's weird.
d100? Okay.
9 and 48.
48 werewolves come out of the trees.
You have tailoring proficiency, don't you?
Weaver's tools.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, I'll just give you this. I was gonna make it a roll or something like that to kind of discern, because that's such a middling kind of on the fence thing with the 48.
Mm.
It looks like it's made for a very tall woman, but it's masculine style clothes. They're made in the style of men's tailoring, but you can tell by some of the ways that they go for the hips and the shoulders that it's actually supposed to be a woman's. It's just one that's very tall and very broad. Looks like it might fit it might fit a Greif, but the clothes are local Barovian style, that same sort of drab and gothic fashion, fit for someone of the lower and middle classes, the sort you've seen around here, not the kind you saw in the house. It's just a full set, to be clear, the whole thing. Clothes, underwear, socks, shoes, whole getup, even a hat.
Even a hat.
Yeah, like fur hat. A trapper looking thing.
Okay. It's a set of clothes. Someone stashed away the... It looks like what the locals wear.
Ismark
Right.
leans to look, but he doesn't really comment. He just seems to agree with your assessment and find it unremarkable as he starts to take a few steps away.
So, wait. So someone put them there?
I
Why?
stashed away.
Can we debate this on the road?
Oh yeah, we could walk and talk. I'm taking them.
Suit yourself.
Why?
Perhaps we might need to blend in a little bit.
I drop my pace a little until I'm next to him, and I look over the clothes. Does it look like it would fit with an eye patch? The bejeweled one specifically.
The eye patch might be a little nice for it, but the fact that it's kind of worn from being down there so long brings them a little bit more equal.
Intriguing.
Now,
yeah,
if you
Edmund
happen
is-
to add, say, a fancy, fine but tattered and evil cape to it, you'd have a whole getup going.
Perhaps even a top hat.
Edmund is
then
eyeing
you'd be onto
Greif
something,
up
Mrs.
and
Hyde.
down. Actually, I think this might fit you, Greif.
Really?
Yeah, just eyeballing, but this seems your fit.
Well, with as much blood as we spill, I suppose I couldn't go amiss something extra. She says as if she wasn't already wanting it.
Okay, so you're
Hello.
taking clothes from a woman that's about her size.
This thought has crossed my mind. It's very convenient.
Oh, I don't want to hear about it, Sticky Fingers.
I stole from ghosts and monsters.
Yeah,
And
I
they're
want to
gone
see.
now.
Yeah, I don't want to meet the owner of the stump in the road. Oh wait, you can't own that.
You're making excuses that I would. And he's gonna start moving.
Yeah, but he's a legal expert.
What's the law? Name one law.
I look towards him.
Changes district by district. You're the current
Awesome.
burgomaster, Ismark. Is any Barovian laws are being broken?
No.
Okay,
Well, then
take the
there you
pants.
go.
Alright, go ahead. I'm gonna make sure the owner knows who has them. I like the hat when Amara will mention as they keep walking.
I lean towards Edmund and I will whisper quietly, "Good find." And
I mean, you could have them right now. Let me know if something don't fit right. I could probably fix it.
I'd appreciate it. I have a feeling that the clothes that we got from the house aren't going to look very good once I take them out.
Yeah, you seem to be rushing into blending in with the locals already.
Would do us well.
Time to press on.
Time to press on.
Get the fuck out of here.
You make your way on through the forest along the road and see again the river.
I pray to my god for smithing tools to bob down it as we pass.
No such
I
luck.
stare longingly at my plate armor.
Another mile, 15 minutes on, and you've come to a fork in the road. As you reach it, I need a D20. Blind roll. Blind, the action, not the main.
Yeah,
So
I
you
rolled
just
the
wanna
last
make
one.
him do all the random things.
Nope.
They do it, okay.
Fortunately, random encounters are 3 things. It's a D20 to see if it happens, and then a 12 and an 8, so we all get something. Well, you all do. Alright. There at the split in the road, you see an old wooden gallows creaking in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points in 3 directions. Barovia village to the east, Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft/Vallaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall crumbling to pieces, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog.
How do you spell what you said with the pool? Did you say there? Like very?
There. It's...
Oh.
I can't. It's a hard noise.
Tossor.
Sir.
Noise for me. My Anglo brain. There, pool. I can't make it not sound like Z-E-H-R.
All good. I got afflicted by a grief possessing me, so...
You were told that it was You were told it was by Pool and to take the low road, which would mean this way. No hesitation. Ismark is already walking this way, sign pointing Vallaki.
Hold on.
He tenses and turns to look back.
I was told to take the low road.
Why?
To find the madam.
We could do that on the way back, can't we?
Are we coming back?
You might be.
Alright, we're not leaving this behind. We're just dropping them off.
I said I'd go with you. If you want to go now, we go now, but we go quick. If you want to take your time, you should come back later.
Is it going to be a massive detour, or does it go in roughly the same way?
I don't know. I've never been down that way.
Yep.
If it goes to
I
the
was
river,
told it would follow
Pool,
the river, so it should go the same way.
but it goes down. We're looking to cross high in the mountains.
Ismark was saying, without the detour, we get there right before sundown. And we don't want to be out here at dark.
I said we should make good time before sundown. We can skip a little food Walk a little faster, we can afford it. But only just barely.
So long as we can afford it.
Probably. It depends on how far it goes. Their pool shouldn't be that much farther that way. Hopefully this path doesn't meander. And clearly regretting his agreement, but willing to hold his word before his reason, he starts to walk back the path you are intending to go.
Greif will now take lead since this is her shtick. She doesn't want to have to make him stand in front in case something happens.
All right. As you all start to walk that way, you hear something. You begin to walk off, when suddenly behind you you hear a creaking coming from the gallows. It's enough to make Ismark slow down, and Ireena is jumpy, quick to look.
I will slowly reach for my flail.
Would anyone else like to look?
Yep,
Yes.
Edmund turns to look, brandishing his
Everybody.
crossbow.
Winamara will whip around, and Dalvadag will slowly turn as he lowers his hand to his rod.
Oh, I just got it. Where before there was nothing, there now hangs a lifeless gray body. A local, by the looks of him. The breeze turns the hanged figure slowly so that its dead eyes can fix on you as it dangles. We should go quickly, Ismark decides as he starts to pick up the pace.
Someone's playing a cruel joke on us.
How long have we been walking down the road? Has it been an hour?
It has been an hour. It's been 45 minutes.
I look at the. I look at the hanging. Is something upon us?
What do you mean?
Something preying on us.
Is that your gut, or is that your sight?
It's my gut. I see. I don't think that would just be there normally. Wasn't before, was it?
No. If it is him, don't let him play tricks on you. One hanged man doesn't make a difference. We go.
I don't entertain it. Might be a trap he's trying to lure us into.
They didn't get my good side. I will joke as I'm trying to put off the discomfort and will slowly turn away from it, looking over my shoulder and continuing down the road. I do not put away my flail.
That front or back? Dalvadag will say, trying to joke.
We can hear conversation blind.
All right.
If no one else has any further comment, though, Richard, start moving down this road. One tile at a time, just so you can see the fog as it goes. Fog of war, that is.
Edmund is on high alert, scanning the tree line for threats.
Go to this one next. I need one of those blind D20s.
It's my turn.
Now it's you.
It's your turn, buddy boy.
Alright. Things seem to have calmed. Nothing ever comes of the strange visitation, nor the clothes. You just start to continue on, making the way low through the forest, pushing the fog as you go until eventually you come to the side of a lake. With that, I'm going to move you the last bit, as there you are. It's only 15 minutes on from the first sighting of the lake that the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons this way. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds above. There's a clearing here, next to the river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, all pitched outside of a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses are drinking from the water. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire, pushing back the fog. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest edge.
As we hear the singing, I will stop and look back towards Ireena and Ismark. Like I said, if you don't trust him, you can wait. I only need to speak with some Madam briefly.
We'll stay near. Shout if you need us.
I look towards Edmund.
I shout if you need us.
One of you have a vessel?
We both do.
Yeah.
Zipper, if you would.
Does Edmund have a whistle too?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Dalvaday will assume they just don't want his saliva, so he'll look towards Winamara, who will pull out a carved bone whistle. She will hand it over to the siblings. I almost said twins, which is not accurate.
No, in fact, it doesn't really get much less accurate.
Why is he rolling? Why is he rolling?
I don't know.
Rolling stealth
Let's
for
ask
them
him.
to stay back.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, they're still. Oh, God.
Yeah, they're
They don't want to
scared.
be noticed.
Do they accept the bone whistle?
Yeah. Ismark will take it, and then, after looking over it a moment, he passes it off to Ireena instead. She nods and thanks.
Go on if you need us. I'll make this fast and I'll be back. If they
With
have
you.
nothing to say, I begin down the path.
I am going to bring you over.
Hey, should I be a
See.
person for this?
Yep. Say, guys, I'll do as well, didn't say.
What?
I don't know what you said.
Not
at
even-
all.
Not even a
she
guess.
accents at you. She accents at you.
What?
Say, guys, I'll do as well, didn't say.
No.
Oh. I thought you said you received a letter from one that looked vaguely similar.
Yeah, but then they said that they did the bidding of the guy, and then the handwriting matches up with all the other stuff.
I'd appreciate one that is versed in magic. So I'd take your company, as far as feel free to stay.
Ah, yeah, they're tricksy folk. If
So am
if he
I.
gets
And he's going to
all the
do a
more
little
suited to
justice
see
to
through it.
And he's going to cast. Actually, that does give him pause.
Toast, this
You
is
think they
your
can do that?
opportunity to not have to play 2 characters.
But he's the smart one.
You should have both of them there.
Davidag
It would be
should.
weird if you
Okay,
didn't.
well, the gods whisper.
I'll give it a try. Most notably, he does not need to speak the spell to do it.
Do what?
Disguise self.
What shape do you take?
Hold on, I have a picture.
I got it. It's in here.
Marvelous.
Da-da-da. It's changed, but they can't see it.
Oh, yeah, they can't see it yet. Well, you'll see in a second.
And 1, 2, 3. Would you like to describe it? Anything?
The outfit actually is changed a little bit. It's a little more, little shinier, little brighter. Not quite as drab as he had. It was always a fine make, but now it looks new and finely made, not weathered. The personage is a very stern-looking face, bald with a mustache, and strange-looking tattoos crawling up his body, neck, and head like that. Oh, you can't see the body ones, of course. He is a taller. Let's see. He's taller and a little thinner now than what he was before.
Went on a diet as well. I can continue my way.
I don't think it changes your voice, right?
No.
I almost wouldn't be immediately suspicious of you.
How about you idiots don't talk like that? I'm your old pal Dal, alright?
Okay.
He always chooses this one, when Amara will say.
Yeah. Pal Dal always does.
The two of them sneak up to the wagon, waiting near, just in earshot.
Oh, that's why they were... I didn't think they were going to get this close.
They do
Okay,
not want
I
to be alone in
understand
the
now.
woods. They want
That
to
is
be at
fair.
least in the light.
That is fair.
So, you make your way. There, you can see all of them gathered. A variety of generic tokens all sat around. By the look of them, they're all poisoned, by which I mean they have the poison condition because they're all absolutely hammered. They look like they've been doing this all night, partied out, yet they're still gathered around the bonfire. You see a woman dancing there as a man next to her plays the accordion.
Okay, sick. Not.
Hardy, hardy.
Well, there's your man. Wait, no,
As-
wait. Oh, that's...
As
That's
we're
not
approaching, I
Stanimir.
will
Alright.
whisper towards Winamara. Your blessings.
It's not a blessing, and it's just one.
Okay, but
She
I
will
don't
cast,
know what
macro,
you
Don't-
cast
don't bother.
macro. I
Don't bother, it's
enlarge
fine.
it.
I assume persuasion?
Yes.
Alright.
I don't know why I answer that. Toast could say whatever he wants.
So,
Sleight of hand.
you walk forward. Obviously, given that you're both heavily armored and have disadvantage on stealth, they all notice your approach, though it takes them a little longer than you'd expect. The closest to you, here, turns his head and looks you over, and then he smiles broadly and springs to his feet rather acrobatically, doing a big twist and putting his arms out. "Welcome, travelers," he declares, smiling to each and every one of you. Not often we get company. Come, have a drink.
I'm honored. So, I'm afraid I'm here on something of business.
Well, that's no fun,
was-
he says, tossing a wineskin at you.
I attempt to grab it from the air and hope it does not immediately blow up when I catch it.
No problem, you can just do that.
Well, I was told to speak with a Madam Eva?
They all look among each other and begin to whisper. He strokes his chin, running his finger through fingers through his beard, mixed with beads and the like, all braided and decorated. The madam said she was expecting company. He looks you all head to toe. You don't have time for a little story or a little drink?
How long is the story?
It depends on how many you stay for.
How about one really good one? It would be rude to refuse our hosts.
As you're... yeah. Well, hold on. He just shrugs and says, fine. I've got a good one. And he beckons you over.
They will approach. There is fucking nowhere around this campfire.
It's because it's combat tiles, yeah. You can easily find space to squeeze in.
I do so.
We'll, make space for you.
Don't be behind me.
As you're walking by, though, it's just as you get
They're
to
not
here
allies.
that you hear something. Now, you look over your shoulder as you're passing to see Ismark peer around the corner as you make your way onwards. You can tell he probably was intrigued by the whole stay for a story thing. He's pressed. And as he leans around the corner, serendipitously, you watch and hear as the door to this wagon opens and slams him in the face, knocking him flat on his ass. Oh, you hear from the ground as he is floored. And then you hear, Ismark and Ireena, you can just faintly hear her go, shit. And she realizes she was also supposed to be quiet.
Oh my god,
as
guys,
they
we're being spied
actually
on.
both roll a nat 1 on the stealth.
Oh
They
my
both?
God.
What?
Yeah, siblings, I don't know. And
Not
out
really.
steps a man. He looks tired but sober. Oop. And then he looks down. All of them go quiet, as before he can ask a question, the one who had invited you in says,
That
friends?
was us. They were a bit behind.
Can you roll deception? You have advantage because they're absolutely, well, no, the one sober guy's here.
I pray that it succeeds.
Unfortunately, that would
And I
require
will,
guidance.
And I and I will beseech the DM on, in an attempt to get guidance on persuasion. I'm not lying.
It's
Just giving
flying
up
by,
any pretense of
flying by
pretending like
omission
thi-
that they were sneaking. You know they were trying to
Okay.
hide. You know they were trying not to.
Nat 20.
Hey!
Well then join in, says the man, putting his arms out wide for them too, making nothing of it. There's a couple more people go, hey, and join in a little cheer. As the sober one looks around and says, just keep it down. And then he goes back in. There is like a split second of quiet before they go back to full volume. He heard them. He heard everyone. He heard everyone going around his wagon and yelling and shit while he's trying to sleep. And he came out to tell everyone to shut the fuck up. He wanted everyone to shut up. And that's it. He got what he wanted for like 4 seconds before they all go back to full volume, like halfway through the first sentence anyone in the crowd says.
So what's the story, I say, glancing over to Ismark and sighing.
One of them begins to gesture to the fire. It reminds you of the way Stanimir played with it, but there's no magic. He just does so. Maybe he was inspired by him or others like it. It might be a tradition thing, and he's just a young man trying to do the same shtick. But he begins to recant his tale. Over 1 year past, a mighty wizard came to this land. An adventurer. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing, he says, pointing at Dal. A very charismatic man he was. Thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the Devil's Strahd, he says, and everyone kind of goes, whoa, and starts to pretend to be scared. One person pretends to faint, and another, practiced in this, catches him. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt, and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasants, his peasant army, fled in terror. A few stood their ground, and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast their spells at one another. The battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes, he says, putting 2 fingers towards his eyes and then pointing off into the distance of the mountains. Upriver. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet by his magic, he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck him, and again he stood his ground. But when the Devil's Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to that very river to search for the wizard's body. You know, just see if he had anything of value. And everyone just kind of nods, like, so true, of course. But the river evilly said... But of course the river evilly said I already spirited him away. So what do you...
never did find a body, then?
No. So what do you think, travelers? You think you're going to be more lucky? Ismark answers pretty much on your behalf. More careful, he says with a slightly stuffed nose from getting it thwacked by a door. Seems to be more that he's chiding himself than anything, having just done the exact opposite.
Well, I'm not so certain of our fates. But I know a madam's it might make it a little more clear.
Am I starting not to...
I don't know.
Fine.
I'm a tough guy, but I don't think I could survive being thrown off a mountain.
I'll tell you a
I've heard of
secret.
Yeah,
Neither.
I think a wizard could, though. But we spoke with one that told a similar story.
I guess wizards make a habit of falling off of things, he decides.
I don't know enough to contest that, and that actually does strike Rife for a moment, and she just kind of thinks about that, looking down at the ground. Is that true? Is that why they have the Featherfall spell?
It's
Why they all live in towers?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know any better.
Elvedeg's not engaging because he doesn't really want to reveal he's a wizard to these people.
I clap my hands against my knees and I will stand up. Before I can possibly participate in more festivities, or get so drunk that I'm not of sound mind, I have to speak with the madam. And then we'll see what happens.
He waves his hand. Fine, I'll have a better story for you next time, he decides, thinking perhaps that it's his story that you don't like.
He does not earn 3 blood.
You've done well to please me. Shing!
Aye, if there was a story of, the Devil's Strahd being beaten, we wouldn't be here now, would we?
He shrugs. Fair point.
Quit saying his name.
You're afraid that the Devil Strahd von Zarovich is listening?
Yes.
The Strahd von Zarovich, Master of Ravenloft, Count of Barovia?
Yeah, last I
No,
checked.
Ziazovan, actually, I think he's talking about.
He puts his hand to his forehead like, of course, and just makes that whole expression but doesn't say anything.
Just give me the wine.
Someone chucks it to you from the back.
He catches it without looking.
I chortle. I love fucking with Dal.
You see the woman next to Ismark try to pass one off to him, but he insists on saying no, even as she gets uncomfortably close, trying to flirt with him and getting a brick wall in response.
Dalvadag will mage hand to go and grab that one if he's denying it.
So much for don't want him to know he's a wizard. You grab the wine! As she does a double take. No one in the back sees it, of course.
He winks at her. And uses the mage hand to do the, press the finger to his lips to say shh.
Her attention's turned from Ismark to you as she smirks. So, feel free to press on if you'd like. It'll get out of your way.
Where is the madam?
The main storyteller points to the large tent.
Thank you, and I will begin that way. And, I will pay extra close attention to all of my belongings as I walk by this line of people rolling passive sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Dal will pass one of the wineskins to Edmund if he is willing to take it.
Sure, it's gonna be a long night. Rather not
Amara
do all of it sober.
is kind of clutching at her staff and is looking a little nervous until she sees the horsies.
The horsies are by
And
the
then-
river, drinking, going flop, 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 flop.
Speak with animal. Are they evil?
Give me water.
I want to steal!
Why was it a Skyrim Nord horse?
The accents start to blur sometimes for me. They don't sound similar, but I make them similar, and I'm not quite sure why. So,
I'm a natural parrot.
you approach. There's a light coming from inside, slightly more red in hue than regular candlelight.
Oh my. I will approach the tent and gently part the flap.
You do so.
I will look back to make certain. Are they following us, or are they just sitting
A
by
few of them-
themselves?
They follow, but they're keeping sort of behind you. Ismark's positioned himself between Ireena and them. A few of them look over their shoulders at you, but they don't elsewise pay you too much mind. I'll leave them parted so walk back out. Otherwise the tokens will block you. And you part the curtain. Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of the tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. An old crone, her voice crackling like dry weeds. At last you've arrived. She lets out a low, cackling laugh that then rises in a maddened burst that cracks like lightning from her withered old lips. Her eyes are glassy, It's hard to tell if she can even see anything at all, but she seems intently focused on the ball until they whip up to you.
I swear if this is the same fucking pie woman.
No.
That would be so funny.
Ah, you met my sister.
I will begin to respectfully remove my helmet. May we come in?
My, so polite. You may. And she beckons you in.
I cast a concerned glance behind me as I remove my helmet, but otherwise I will enter.
I like your tent, Minamara will say as she enters.
You're cut off, because as you all walk in, Ismark and Kolyan, that was his dad's name, Ismark and Ireena following in, she suddenly starts wagging her finger at them and says, "That, not you, children of Kolyan. You wait outside. I must speak to them alone." Ismark tenses and looks at you for confirmation that you're okay with this.
Delvadag, being the closest, will just shrug.
Keep the whistle handy, and don't go far.
You hear him exhale from his nose, and they start to make their way off towards the horses.
Minamara wants to go with them, and Delvadag will shut the curtains on her dreams.
You said at last we've arrived?
I have been waiting for you quite some time, Lady Avis. And you, Edmund.
Oh, so beg our forgiveness. We run into a few detours and multiple attempts on our lives.
She seems to
How
ignore
did you-
this and looks over. And you must be Winamara. And Elvadag.
What?
I expected redder.
Well, we've got a hell of a healer, so seldom am I bleeding.
She smiles, knowingly, letting you have this one. Sure thing, buddy.
Just owned a stupid old human.
How did you come across my name? I didn't tell Stenimir that.
I don't come across things, I know them. And she stands up, turning her back to you, rummaging through things behind her.
I watch, looking at her possessions and what she's rummaging through.
If you say nothing, she continues to speak as she looks for something, eventually coming back with a fine little wooden box. I wouldn't worry too much about your friends, you two, in the back. Your friends miss you, I'm sure, but that is the greatest peril they face. They're in no danger, not so much as yourselves.
Wasn't their names on that letter?
Exactly. He turns back and sets the box off to the side on the table.
We were told that we had some sort of binding of fortune through the stars or something such. And that only you knew how to make sense of it.
What?
She continues as you talk, opening the little box and pulling out 2 decks of cards. One small, one larger. She sets them down in front of herself and looks over all of you and gestures. If no one takes a seat, she will at least clarify, be seated.
I will take a seat, though I will look over my shoulder to Dalvadag. Stunning we spoke, so we said as much. To me and Edmund, I take my seat.
He does not look happy, but he will also take a seat.
Edmund will take a seat. I'm not
Amara is a
concerned how
little
you know what you know.
excited.
It's magic. I'm surrounded by magic, but I'm more concerned about your intent.
You watch as the languid, creaking motions of the old crone suddenly spring to life when she picks up the larger deck, splits it, and with practiced and surprising dexterity, does a fancy little shuffle. She then does the same to the smaller deck as she talks. Intentions. I am here to give you answers. I am not here to guide you, help you, coddle you, nor am I here to ask you to do the same. I have no such petty task for you. Fate has business with you, not me, and I am but its arbiter.
Insight.
Go for it.
Yeah. You know what? Winamara will not insight. She's somewhat used to this stuff.
My god, he's secreting us.
It's probably for the best anyway.
It's hard to say. There's a distant look about her. It's like she's not all there. Her thoughts are elsewhere. If she has her own agenda, who's to say that it's anything intelligible? An eye less trained for the mystic and strange could easily mistake her for a crazy old lady. You sense something more ominous in her words, something knowing, but not necessarily anything deeper than that.
If we were back home, I'd call you a crazy old lady, but here we are. And I've seen enough to not detract what you have to say.
She deals the card. And I ask you all to tune into the Discord stream I'm doing.
Oh!
Okay.
Well, we shall we.
Are you all
Look
in?
at this.
I am present.
Alright. The 2 cards, card decks, lie before. And she begins to slowly deal them all out. To Edmund.
Aye.
To Dal. To Winamara. And to Greif. You're all dealt a single card. Each of you has come here with a purpose, on a path not utterly your own. Shall you find the strength to make it so? She muses so idly, less a question, more just a thought aloud. She then mimes, turning over the card, but doesn't do so. Would anyone like to do so?
Winamara eagerly lunges forward to flip her card.
This is yours.
What?
Anyone else?
Rife seems
Oh, I
to
thought.
hesitate a moment, looking at the card, and then between Winamara and Madam Eva. What does that mean?
It means that beliefs are to be put to the test. Ones that will bring about a change to the very person you are at heart. Or perhaps it's already come to pass. Perhaps it's a motif of your tale. Can you roll investigation or insight for Winamara?
Yeah. It's gonna be insight.
Sure. I'm whispering you something.
Ooh. Yeah, we get secrets.
There you go.
Does it actually say the card? Like, is the card real? That's what we see?
You see this exactly.
Okay.
The anarchist.
When Amara will narrow her eyes a little bit, which is indicative of suspicion.
There's a snort from Edmund.
Just not something she doesn't really do often.
Never took Winamana for the anarchy type.
If you're going to read these literally, then you might have to explain it a few times. She says,
Yes.
saying the first bit to Edmund and then the second part to Madam Eva.
She looks at Edmund and says, yes, don't be stupid. Then she mimes at Edmund to flip his.
Fine, fine. Then please explain this as I flip over my card.
Oh, never mind, that makes sense.
One who seeks justice for a wrong. A quest to rid the world of evil.
See? Was that too complicated?
Simple
I'm
card
seeing
for a
evils
simple
around
man.
every seeing evils around every corner.
Yo, she says to Dal, very sudden and sharp.
He will not answer verbally after the and then he'll use Are we all like crowded around the table, or is it pretty tight?
You're a little wider than elbow to elbow when you sit down. Like, there's space enough.
Okay. He's going to, like he's playing poker, kind of lift it up by the corner first. And then he can't really see it, so then he flips it over the whole way.
Any insight, smart guy, she says sarcastically.
How'd you know I'm smart?
Lucky guess.
I don't know, probably something about being careful about knowledge.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Nah.
It represents a strange presence, a newcomer, and the intolerance that comes with it. A hatred of strangers.
He has to physically fight to not roll his eyes. He hates this kind of thing.
She looks then to Grive.
I looked down at my card and looked visibly upset before I will take the card and in one jerky motion flip it over.
Now I have a question for you.
Yes.
you ever settle on the alignment question?
That's what I asked you about.
I know. My opinion is that it stays what it is.
Okay. Then it stays as it is.
All right. And in that case, it stays this card. I had 2 prepared for you. Cool. Get that other one out of here.
Oh.
Yours.
I stare down at it and then glance up to her questioningly.
That don't look good.
The strong hand which rules through fear and violence.
I grit my teeth. But what does it mean?
That's for you to decide. And she smiles wryly.
I clench my fist and I lean back in my chair.
Those dealt out. She beckons you to lean back, away from any pressing, and to clear the table as she moves aside her crystal ball. Now. She takes a deep breath, and with it, the red flames seem to match her breathing. All else goes to dark. Your focus drawn here. I have a meta question before we begin this part. This card draw is not a prop. This is important. This does have an actual effect on the story. I have pre-drawn these. However, I do offer that we can shuffle and randomize them all, and do it completely by surprise, for all of us, me included. However, having pre-drawn these, I can tell you, I quite like where they've landed, and I think you've got something good where they landed, and these are all sensible outcomes and conclusions. I do have doubts on one of them that I would offer to let you guys shuffle, but elsewise, I think they're pretty good as they are. But I'm perfectly fine if everyone wants the pure rules as written experience of we just draw the cards now and see what happens.
Wait, if they already landed something fucking sick.
I do think
If
they're
there's
pretty
room.
good. Some of them are very, very well put. And they are still random. I did actually... Well, all except one. They are interesting, and I did randomize them. I did this reading already. I have the deck is literally stacked.
Okay.
But it was random when I did
You
it.
said that you weren't certain about. I'm good with just keeping them, to be honest.
The reason I'm not certain to be as vague as possible is it puts 2 things of interest really close to each other. And it gives them a little overlap in a way that I don't think is as interesting as if they were spread out more.
Okay. I'm good with redoing one of them.
Up to you. I leave that one to you guys entirely. I can leave it completely random as is.
You have my vote. And I look at blinded toes.
Yeah.
It was an yes or no question.
Yes, I'm okay with what you drew.
Yeah, I trust you. If you feel like these are good.
Okay, but I said there's one of them that is less.
Oh, for that?
You guys, yeah.
Well,
it puts 2 things weirdly close and doesn't spread things out as well. I think it could be more interesting, but it's not like it's bad.
So are you proposing just like redrawing that one card?
Yeah, we keep everything I drew before, but we change one of them to be completely by surprise for all of us.
I guess so. But it doesn't matter which one you draw, like which one you redraw.
It does.
In that order,
It's
I mean.
specifically going to
In
be...
that order is what I meant. So you know which one you would swap out?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Then
know
yeah,
which order
okay,
these
that's
come
fine.
out in. I've literally stacked the deck to what I randomized
Yeah, but
it
I
to
mean,
originally.
so you know which one you would replace.
No,
more what I
no.
meant.
I do.
Okay.
Yes, the second draw would be replaced with something random.
Okay. So long as you know and it's not a surprise about the timeline, I guess that's fine, right?
I know which one. I don't know what it would
Yeah.
be replaced with. I just know.
Oh
that
yeah,
it
I
would-
understand. I get it.
Yeah, I just
Let's
know that
go gambling.
All right, so we're all going to be surprised by number 2, but the rest I have done ahead of time to prepare.
Okay. Hey,
All right.
I mean, we don't know what these cards are. We're all going to be surprised
Exactly.
by all
I
the
don't
draws.
know. I don't know.
All right. Then would you rather I shuffled it now and got these out of the way, or would you rather I just interrupt the middle of it? I feel like it's better pacing if I quickly do it now.
Yeah, go
Go
for it.
for it.
Okay, do it now. Do you want
It
to?
gets discarded.
So do you want to not
That.
stream so you can do it
No, it's fine.
with? Okay.
I'm putting yours back in. She will collect your cards. Put them back in. Now, you know what? Actually, yeah, do pause your end so I can see this. Let me know when you're not looking, just so I can quickly make sure I've got the right ones out.
It is now minimized.
Alright.
I have left the
Close the
stream.
Yeah, I got them right. Alright.
Good.
Yep.
It is now not minimized.
Yep,
Alright,
yep.
everyone's looking. He does the
Send it.
fancy card tricks, shuffling like a mad woman.
Damn, she's good.
And then she begins to draw for all of you to see onto the black velvet. This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. She flips. The Four of Glyphs, the Shepherd. She seems to go distant as she's reading this, utterly immersed in the cards like nothing is there. Her eyes glassing over more than they already were, succumbing to the cataracts and a vague mystic distance. Find the mother, she who gave birth to the evil. I will write all this down for you guys, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I did most of it already, I just forgot the prompts. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. And this is the mystery one that I didn't know at all.
Evoker.
The Six of Stars, the Evoker. Search for the crypt of a wizard ordinaire. His staff is the key. She reaches for the next card. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. Master of the stars, the wizard. Look for a wizard's tower on a lake. Let the wizard's name and servant guide you to that which you seek. And at last she reaches for the small deck. She does so gravely, as if awed by having to draw on these smaller cards, suggesting a great potency to whatever portents they hold. She looks at you gravely as she puts her hands and just barely on the first card. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. The Raven. Find the leader of the feathered ones who live among the vines. Though old, he has one more fight left in him. She puts her hands once again on the final deck. Your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. The Dark Lord. He lurks in the depths of darkness, in the one place to which he must return. He lets out a heavy breath, and the flames flicker as if they might be blown out by whatever spirit prophecy seems to leave her as her form sags.
And these things are all related. Are they connected in something greater?
Your destiny.
Ralph reviews the cards, looking between each one.
Delvadag is most fixated on the Evoker and the Wizard cards, as if memorizing everything that she just said about those two specifically. Winamara is looking at the Raven, intrigued.
Edmund has a heavy scowl. He's trying to desperately parse all this gibberish together.
And one last look. Yep, here you go. This is all of them.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I know that wasn't in character. Anyway,
She looks up to the sky and says that.
at least one of them is grateful. Bleh.
Blech.
It's a vampire.
She puts
Okay.
her head down and her hand goes up, her fingers sort of massaging at her temple. She seems fatigued from the effort.
And you know all this, or is someone reaching out to you, and you're telling us this?
So many questions. Don't you have enough answers for now?
Would we ever be permitted to return once you are rested?
I have nothing more to tell you. Your fate is your own now. You have all that you need.
Grife will stare down at the cards again.
In fact, let's get a screenshot.
Mm.
A screenshot that doesn't... What?
Dar.
Mm-hmm.
You have a quill, don't you? Make a note of our cards and what we've been told, if you would.
He uses Mage Hand to hold the ink pot as he pulls out the notebook and starts to do just that. For once, not being an asshole about it.
With a sense of reverence, she starts to collect the cards, putting them all back into the deck, giving them a quick shuffle, and then gently, cautiously setting them back in the box. It looks soft and fine, there's grooves cut out for the decks, perfectly sized to them. She carefully sets it back among her many things. Make your notes if you must. I know what it is to have your memory fail you. She cackles a little to herself under her breath. And then you'd best be off. Those two aren't going to wait forever. And with that, the cards are away.
Did you bring us here on purpose? Stockings of folk?
No. I simply carry messages.
Rifle grit her teeth. She had been staring at the card of the tyrant as it was placed away. She will then stand herself. If that's everything, and you truly have nothing more that you will say to us.
That is everything. May Mother Night keep your dreams well this evening.
May she? And I will turn and make my way out.
Just making room. Winamara will give a little wave to Madam Eva.
She gives you a little finger waggle and a big smile, bunching up her sagging cheeks. You're still here?
It's obvious that I'm real skeptical, but thank you.
She shrugs. Skepticism saves many a life. So does faith. Temper each with the other, and take care. Now go. I'm tired. You're giving me a headache.
Rest easy, old crown.
Oh, you want a real one? Yeah.
And there goes tent flaps. And she's gone. The red light continues to flicker out. By the horses, Ismark and Ireena, I keep wanting to call her Kolyana, the two of them stand there, arms folded, both of them cautious as they watch the reveling Vistani down by the campfire. Ismark does a double take as he notices you approaching. Following his gaze, Ireena looks over. Is all well? She asks.
As much as it could be.
Yeah, you could say that.
Edmund is massaging his temples. More answers and more questions.
We'll talk about it on the road.
Then let's get going. Ismark decides. He moves on.
I will follow him.
Again, I move them to the edge. As you start to go, the Vistani wave you goodbye. Safe travels, one of them wishes, and another starts to snicker a little.
Yes, you too.
I offer a wave of my hand, not turning around to do so, and I will place my head back upon my head as we return to the terrible, awful, no-good woods.
It is called the Svalach.
It's valid.
Did Edmund take that wineskin that Delvedeg tried to give him? Or did that not come through?
Oh, yes, he took it.
Okay. I'll just give him a little cheers with it because they never asked for it back, which means it's his now.
She was able to answer the questions we had about this whole fortune thing that I mentioned. She says towards Ismark and Ireena. But her answer came with more questions.
Aye, a lot of cryptic messages, a lot of clues of where to look.
And what we're looking for. It was a good detour. She placed cards upon the table. The first were to represent us, and then the next were our destiny. She claimed, at least. And she does look them over as to whether or not they at all even remotely want to hear about this, or if this is just like, okay.
There's a little curiosity to Ireena, but Ismark looks stubborn about the matter, as if whatever curiosity he has, he's trying to smother. He says, I've told you once, I'll tell you again, the Vistani are in league with the devil. They do his bidding, and they work the same dark magic. There's no fate there, only doom. Careful what you heed.
One of them, at least, seemed to want a curse that they claimed existed removed from their lord. So there's at least a few of them that aren't very happy about the current state of things.
Do you know what you were speaking to?
I can only assume one that isn't happy, given the information she provided included a weapon.
You have his full attention now. He looks over to you, even slows to walk a little closer to you.
She showed us a card. One of them was a thing of power and strength. She said it was a weapon, a sword of sunlight. It was a wizard of some sort, and I look back behind me towards Dalvadag, who actually wrote it down.
Evoker. That was the second one, anyway. Wizard was the
He has
third
enough
one.
intelligence to know that he got that completely wrong.
The weapon, Dalvadag. It was a wizard, and she said to look for a tower on a lake. Something about a wizard's name and a servant. The servant could guide us.
He turns back just as you reach the canopy and looks out across the lake. Seeing no wizard tower, he continues onwards. I don't know anything about that.
Delvedeg will look in the... Sorry.
Dalvadag will look, sorry.
He'll look in the book to see if he wrote it down wrong, but he didn't.
Ireena offers more hopefully and helpfully. Vallaki lies in the heart of the valley. Someone there will know.
Then it's fortunes that were headed there already. There were two other cards. Of interest to me, at least. One was a shepherd. When she said that it was relevant to knowledge This will aid us knowledge of our foe. All she said of the card was to find the mother that gave birth to the evil.
Ismark gives a little huff. You want to find Strahd von Zarovich's mother?
This is a good question. But if you recall that letter I showed you before, it spoke of a dark power. And it was capitalized. Proper noun.
If anyone can give him a good spanking, it should be his mother.
And if anyone can give birth to such evil, it's a dark power, he says, putting up air quotes for the capitalization, as you said.
He did say it was to help us better understand our enemy. When she did draw a card later, that she described as very close to what I would expect of the Lord. So perhaps it's one and the same. Is her mother alive? Or in something passing forward?
I don't know. I know nothing of him, not his lineage. He's been the Lord of the Valley since the time of my grandfather and beyond. I think Donovich knows better the dates. Some matter of centuries now.
Rife seems to be making note of that, thinking it over.
Says something
Mentioned
about
an ally too.
Aye, yeah. Those would still be willing to face him.
Go
Yes,
on.
we drew a card called the Raven. Something about a feathered one. Or a leader of them. Vines. An old thing.
He shrugs. It's a little hard to say. Hold on. Where is it? Might have a comment on this. There it is. Ireena chimes in. Feathered one. Well,
Leader of the
Yes.
feathered ones, yeah.
they say never to harm the ravens of the forest. They are the Night Mother's favored. Mother Night blesses them.
When Amara's metaphorical ears perk up at that.
They could be literal if she wild-shaped.
She can't be a raven.
Well, ravens don't have big ears to perk up.
Well,
That's another of their weaknesses, yeah.
isn't that so convenient that we have someone here who loves and can speak to animals?
I really
It
wanted
is-
to speak to those horses, but I know we don't have the time to.
I look over to
Yeah.
Winamara and I kind of blink. She said that in a way that it's like she's been bottling it in for this entire time.
The both of them immediately say, "Are you serious?" But it comes with from Ismark, like, "Are you serious? Like, you sound like a crazy person." From Ireena, it's a little more hopeful, like, "Are you serious? Like, that sounds awesome. Can you show me?"
It's actually not that hard if you're a druid. Druidess,
You're
technically.
a druid.
What did you think I was?
Homeless.
Something.
I have a home. It's just not
I
here.
thought you were a wizard or a priestess. Can you all roll insight?
Is the insight that he has no idea what he's talking about in any capacity?
Druid in a Count Spookum setting might mean something different, is my assumption. Given that all of the wolves hate everybody.
Yeah, everyone except Dal can tell that he does not like the word druid. It leaves a foul taste in his mouth. He's looking at you more like you've said you're a necromancer.
What's wrong?
We don't have the best tales of druids here. Perhaps it's different where you come from, he decides, hoping to push past it and seem fairer.
How could I possibly know that if you won't tell me?
Just folk tales. That before our people came to this land, there were druid folk who lived here. They were strange and vicious. They say that many of them turned to worshipping the Devil Strahd and were responsible for his power.
Well, that's disgusting.
He nods.
Don't compare me to those things.
It may just be legends. They might be long dead. Would you all like to resume travel? Any further comments on the cards and such?
That kind of bums out Winnemar, to be honest.
We'll bring up the last two at least as we're walking.
Go ahead if you want to make specific, or would you just like his thoughts on them?
There was another card, too, actually, since we're so far down the line. The Evoker. It said that it was relevant to a force of good and protection, a holy symbol. All she said was to search for the crypt of a wizard, ordinaire.
Any other crypts around here besides the one in town?
It's the one that I understand perhaps the least.
They look among each other. Thinking about it, it's clearly struck a little bit of a chord. And Ireena even voices, "You don't think?" And they fall to silence for a moment if you'd like to cut into it.
Does it sound familiar?
You said the holy symbol of hope.
It's of protection from good and evil. Protection from... A force of good protection, sorry. I say my spell is corrupting my brain.
Donovich told me once of a symbol like that. A relic. It was a gift from Mother Night to one of her chosen, a paladin, she says, trying to find the word. It's not so familiar a thing to them anymore. Given by one of her angels in the form of a great raven. It was said to protect against creatures of the night. Ismark then says more dourly, "But it's long lost now. From a time long, long before. Before the churches. Before Strahd." He then adds on, solemnly, looking back to you, almost apologetic for the bummer ending. "It's a sign of better days." Donovich read through the records, hoping maybe he could find some trace of it. Something to cure Doru. He told me about it. That was long ago.
Well, perhaps this is one and the same.
I can hope.
but you have no idea what it's referring to. As to where to find it.
No. Ismark shakes his head but doesn't look back at you.
Maybe we could find these ravens. They'll have some insight.
I can't help but note in regards to that one that she said, live amongst the vine. There's not many places that have vines around here, right? I say, looking at the forest and wondering if I'm just straight up fucking wrong. There's no vines, not jungle.
No.
Please, God. Okay.
No, nothing like that. Why? What are you thinking?
Just helps narrow down where to search.
There's the blood on the vine, he says, thinking back to the inn.
Is there feathered ones there? You were around?
What?
Are there feathered ones there? You were around?
I've seen ravens before. They don't linger.
Yeah. It's our only lead for now. Just keep an ear open for vines, I suppose. Seems as though we'll be going back either way to speak with Donovich. Especially as in relation to the mother. This was where to find our enemy.
Well, I could tell you that, he says, looking up into the distance where you can see, faintly through the canopy, the spires of Ravenloft up in the mountains.
She said, and I do follow his gaze as we walk. And she said that our enemy is a creature of darkness, and that his powers were beyond mortality. I'm going to assume that that means the Lord. Still not knowing what the dark powers are. She said that they lurk in the depths of darkness, in the one place that they always have to return to.
They both look at each other, and then Ireena voices what they're clearly both thinking.
Sounds like a, and I roll my wrist for them.
Coffin.
Exactly.
The vampire has to rest in his coffin in the day. And Ismark sighs and says, well, we already knew that, so we already knew he'd be there.
That is kind of like saying he's gonna be in his castle.
It's true. But she said that all of these things were bound together and part of a destiny. So I have a feeling that that has some deeper meaning.
You're saying the coffin itself is important?
Just assumes that that means that there's a deeper purpose that isn't clear yet. Obviously, we will find him by his coffin. Perhaps it has something to do with something made clear once we find the rest.
Someone having
Some
a
plan of
coffin
his.
fit in the background blind?
Yep, sorry about... Well, okay. Hold on. Please continue.
Okay,
So that's it
it's not a
then.
problem.
Keep an ear out for vines. Try and speak with ravens, I say, looking at Winamara. And,
There's no trying. I can do it.
well, they might not be interested in listening to you.
Yes, they would. Those centipedes
see.
listen to me.
And then and we're looking for a wizard? We're looking for a tower of a wizard. And the crypt of a wizard ordinaire.
Sounds related, at least.
It does.
How many wizards have you? I mean, there's got to be a few, right?
Just the one. A year passed.
Right, but I mean, over the course of the centuries, you're saying?
The way it looks, centuries old. I don't know.
Those stories, records.
I'm sure they've come and gone.
It's a question for Donovich. I'm certain if he's been keeping track of events and history. Has he had a timeline?
Ireena says there might be a priest in Vallaki that may know more. More records. The church less unkempt.
Perfect. I'll ask about this issue of their mother as well. But it sounds like we have our plan. The things that I don't understand the most, or have any clue on how to press, the evoker and the wizard. I have no idea what a crypt could be of a wizard ordinaire.
One thing
I
at
mean-
a time, I suppose.
If you're praying the priest to visit, it's as good a place as any to start.
We just
Yeah,
have
this-
to pray that Vallaki has answers.
Yeah. He said it's bigger than,
He gestures with his chin vaguely back down the road.
Much.
I'm gonna have to keep doing this, huh?
It might be for the best.
He makes the skin look good, I say, and I will start pulling ahead towards Vallaki.
Thanks. It's not mine.
At this point in the road, I've already moved you a couple because this is when your next random encounter roll goes.
Ooh.
Oh wait, is it? Well,
But did you
let me
move
double
us?
check. Hold on, what was it? Because you move you're moving 4, so every 2 miles, right?
Yeah, because we're going back.
Every 2 miles. I'm just pretty sure.
Well, you're figuring that Greif will, in the interest of honesty, also let them know the card that was drawn for us.
No, it's not. This is 5 miles. That's it. Another hour, or another mile. Another.
You want us to
whatever.
roll it ahead of time anyway.
Sure.
It's Blind's turn again.
It'll be here.
Oh, baby.
That's. Well, you landed
Right back at
on, you landed right on the guaranteed roll for it tile. So I mean, let's just roll twice. Let's just double the odds.
You see a big naked lady with a
Oh,
gun.
baby.
She says, "Who took my fucking pants? What's wrong with you?"
You find a wizard ordinaire.
Okay. Oh, wait, whoops.
Next,
I'll do both.
that's fair. All right. As you do walk by, there's a moment's pause while you turn which path you're walking down, where Ireena stops and looks over to the small graveyard, and she shrugs and says, a little hopefully and not too optimistically, "Wizard Ordinaire's crypt?"
I don't think that would fit the definition of a crypt, would it?
No, just a thought. Just a thought.
I'd considered it could be the wizard that fell off the. Forget where he fell off. He fell off something when he was fighting the Lord, but again, they said crypt and buried.
Up in the mountain, and the river runs this way. Could be. Maybe he washed up, and someone took him to this grave.
Yeah, but it has to be a crypt. And I press on.
Me, I want to be burned.
He says unprompted.
All right. You may begin to move. Would you like me to, now that they're leading again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Alright.
Do it.
Can't see shit.
4. 1 mile. You get to hear winding your way up around the elevation. Before
Wait a
up.
second.
You are.
Are we just
far,
leading? Are
no,
we just
you're
leading
going,
right back to the
no,
camp?
you're
Oh,
going
okay.
up. This is down by the river. You are well
Okay,
above it
okay.
now. This is a huge elevation over it.
Okay.
You're going
okay.
uphill sharply. That was crazy. Every 2 miles, yeah, because every 2 miles is half an hour. All right. I need another.
Not me.
I
rolled
believe
twice.
it's me.
It's toaster.
Track quickly. That was 6 total. Oh, that's 6 total. Get to there. This is 8. You've traveled 8. It should be 2 hours, yeah. Be about here. Alright. You press on.
Nothing?
Nope.
Nothing. Hey, Bucks, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
For this next one, could you have Ireena roll it out of curiosity?
You're so right.
Hey, what are you
so
doing outside?
So right.
What do you mean? Why would he say that?
Lars.
What do I even say? What do I even say?
What was it?
What do you mean?
What do I even say?
What do you mean?
He's fucking with us. It's another, like, fucking... Oh, my God.
What do you mean?
High means encounter. I won't say at what
fucking
threshold,
knew
but
it.
obviously
I
a 20
fucking
is
knew
enough.
it.
I can't believe you called it.
I fucking knew it.
Ireena, please.
Give us an inspiration. Give me so I can give it to someone else.
You can have it. I just want to double
Me too.
check the passage here.
I don't think so.
I feel like I'm just
Okay.
wrong. Kind of feel like I'm counting it wrong. Because the
mean, I'm
desync
short
between
an
hours
inspiration.
and half hours.
If you're full up.
We've made a wriggling worm on the map.
Yeah, I am tracking it wrong. So yep, I was tracking it wrong. But I got the time of day right. I was just tracking the amount of time you've traveled wrong, of course. Okay. Who wants to roll the actual numbers for what comes up? Or do you want me to do that on her behalf as well?
Have her in
I kind of want to, yeah.
I'll roll
Ismark
it.
do it.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Alright, what do you need?
I need a d12 and a d8.
Alright.
One from 2 separate people, so take your pick.
I'll take the D8.
I'll take the not D8.
Oh, was that supposed to be hidden?
No, you don't know what the table
Okay.
is.
Alright.
That's what you think.
That's what I assume.
I'm gonna
It
pee real
comprises
quick.
of
Fine, I'll fill
12
my drink.
things.
Jeez, alright.
Okay, then I'll go get some food.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everyone.
So,
Thank
as
you for waiting.
As you get
Whoa.
here, blah, blah, blah,
Blah, blah, blah.
you see a fork in the road. The path starts to split. It cuts across where you are, some leading higher, some into the forest, kind of like it just has extra roads going this way. You're not sure what to, but at the very least the one going higher looks like it could be a shortcut. Especially with the way this is meandering around, it looks like it might cut through even the ridges you can see in the distance.
Does that seem correct to you? I ask of Ismark, looking at the footpath.
I'm not sure. Maybe a shortcut, trodden, but it's not anything I'm familiar with. Looks more fresh.
I look towards Dalvadag. Could you indulge a idle concern of mine?
Maybe.
Is there any magic around the area?
Concentrate. Okay.
I think
You will
detect magic
cast the
is a
spell.
ritual cast if you take your time.
I think so, yeah. Yes, it is.
How long does the ritual take? Is it a minute or 10 minutes?
That part I don't know.
I don't remember what the... Yeah, I don't remember which one of the two
It does
ritual
not
is.
tell me.
No, it's ritual's a flat thing.
Oh.
Rituals... 10 minutes longer to cast than normal. You'd be taking 10 minutes if you want to do it.
Gonna take me a few minutes.
Is that time we could spare?
You tell me.
I look towards Ismark.
It's already nearly noon, he says, looking up, and you do see that it about lines up.
Well,
Is that a yes or a no?
that's your call, then, I suppose. I don't know where we're going.
We follow the road, he decides, ignoring it for now.
I look down the path as we begin to depart.
Better safe than sorry.
I had to turn the music way down. It got loud for some reason that I could not possibly discern.
Shall I continue to move us, Mr. DM?
There you go.
Shortcut?
Marker. I can continue.
Okay.
Worry about it. Alright.
Meow.
You start to reach here. As you can
Ooh.
see, from your position aloft. Do. I lost my note when I reset the browser. There you go. You can hear more than see as you get to this point. That this way is a very large waterfall.
Curious.
As you go, you follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of the mountain and ends before an arching bridge of mold-encrusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles, cloaked in black moss, perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley. Down there, you can see the distant smoke of their campfire. 1,000 feet
really?
below you, there they are.
Nasty boys. I'm very mistrustful of the gargoyles. Out of character. In
Very
character,
fair.
I have no arcana proficiency. I walk forward.
Winamara is looking specifically for creatures, animals with which to converse and whatnot.
Absolutely. There are none.
I figured.
Lifeless. Desolate. Cold. Quiet.
No squawks of birds. Do we hear any howling in the distance?
Only on rare occasion, and it's a far distance.
Hmm. Big spooky.
Otherwise, so far, so goodish. You get to hear
We
before
carry on
your
then.
next roll. A D20. Blind to me.
Gargoyles don't kill me.
No, they do not
Alright, buddy.
attack.
Why would they do that?
Here you
You're
go.
up, Pat.
5. You've tripped another one,
Fucking damn it.
but nothing happens.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to look back at the bridge?
Yes.
The gargoyles
Sure.
are gone. Subsumed
What do
by
you
the
mean?
mist, but they're still there.
Okay.
Anyway.
You little honky.
Man.
I was looking over my spells to see what would be most effective against something made of stone, you fucking...
Damn it.
You little fucker.
We've been rolling a lot of these and nothing's happened. I'm getting scared.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Ismark will bring
It's
up
time we
somewhere
take a
around
rest.
here.
17 trillion wolves descend upon us.
Ismark will bring up around here that you're nearing the peak by the look of it. You're getting near the tops of the road and everything. It doesn't climb much higher than this without going to Ravenloft. It's just on the other side of this peak here.
Hmm.
So once you crest around the mountain that you can all see around here, you'll be back in sight of it. He thinks that if you need a rest, if you need a moment, this might be your time. Basically, he's proposing short rest for lunch if anyone needs it.
Well,
I'm good to press on. I don't want to spend any more time than necessary out here.
The casters are both good to continue.
Very well. Doop, doop. Right. You get here. Even here in the mountains, the forest and the fog seem to be completely inescapable. Ahead, the dirt road splits in two, widening towards the east. There, you see patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare. Resting the distance between the peaks, you can see the spires of Ravenloft. Can someone roll me another blind d20?
That's me.
Yep.
Here you go, bud.
I see. Can I get the 12 and 8?
You two.
I'm
do
doing a
it.
12.
I will do an 8.
Fascinating. You continue as Ireena shudders looking at the castle in the distance, making her way quickly towards a towering wall looming in the distance. This way, the road slopes downwards. As you go, though, however,
Hello.
you see something. There's something hidden in the brush. Wait a minute.
Hold up.
That another leather satchel thing? That looks. Wait. You see this and you swear to God, sitting right there in the bush, tucked away, is another little leather wrapping.
Get the vans, Edmund.
Hold on.
I
Once
think
is
Dave
straight.
grabbed the clothing item, by the way. Would you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Once is strange. 2 is ominous.
I knew you shouldn't have stole those pants.
You hold your tongue. As we investigate the leather wrappings.
You lift it and it's soft again, light. It's another set of clothes. Can you roll me a d10 and a d100?
Oh, fuck.
A set of women's clothes, much more feminine than the other ones and built for someone only a bit above the average height. Clearly not made for the same person. But they're the same fashion, local Barovian.
Alright, I could tell you with confidence this doesn't belong to the same person of the first set of clothes I found. But it's still weird. Who's doing this? Does this immediately look like it would fit Winamara?
It looks a little short for her, but it's otherwise right.
What about Ireena?
Yeah, it would probably fit her. Not quite the perfect match that Grice was, but it would fit Ireena.
Anyone with an interest in local Barovian fashion?
There's hardly any other kind here, says Ismark. Maybe we
to have an
should.
extra pair of clothes. We're going to be fighting. We're not going to have time to wash very often.
And hang on to them.
I will motion my hand. I can see that it's like a woman's set of clothes, right?
Yeah, this one's much more obvious.
Okay. Then I'm gonna look at Edmund and I'll motion my hand towards Winamara and Ireena.
Ladies? Yes? No?
No. I made my clothes.
Just hold on to it in case, you need it. Doesn't have to have a spare.
I'm too tall. It's not going to fit me. I must remind you, she is 6 foot.
He's
Forgot
made
about
for
that.
someone like 5'7", 5'8". Above average, certainly, but not tall.
You want some
Maybe I
Ireena?
I'll hang on to them. You're carrying a lot more than I am.
Well, sorted then.
You will take
Yes,
them.
join the Eye Patch and Top Hat Club. We just need a few more sets of clothing now from the random rolls. We'll all be fashionable.
He'll take them.
You know,
Edmund
You know,
has
what's not, what
pants
not.
sense.
So, onwards.
Onwards. Edmund will point at the cobbles. Is that civilization? Are we going that way?
No. That's Ravenloft.
Aye.
Thing back down.
That's good to know then.
You get to hear. And there before you is a great and mighty wall with iron gates. It looks more or less the same as the one that you came in through originally on the carriage. It's not an exact match. But as you approach, the gates still swing open for you, matching the pace of your walk. Ismark tightens his grip on his blade.
I look around, making certain that there's nothing about that's actually opening those gates.
Doesn't
But
look like it.
elsewise, I continue.
You pass through the gates, no issue. They close behind you as you'd expect, matching your pace. You're winding downhill now, away from the peaks of the mountains, but not yet leaving their shadow. You're still high in the mountain valley, just not at the very tippy top as you were. Another half hour. Another roll. Blind D20.
Now it's me.
Who's up?
No, it isn't.
Nah, if I keep rolling, I'm just gonna keep finding clothes.
Yeah, blind rolled the
Oh,
last.
that's right. It was toast now. Sorry.
Alright. You may press onwards.
Only encounter has been to find clothes.
Toast. I need you to step it up. We need an entire fashionable set. Okay.
There was a shortcut that we didn't take.
True. Well, if that was relevant.
Another half hour. Here is yet another piece of interest, but also roll for the random.
Alright, Richard Rich.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm just reading something.
Oh.
Alright.
So you rolled into random encounter.
As you reach here,
Strahd.
the old Svalich Road transitions here from being a winding path through the Balanok Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake, its waters dark and still. A branch in the road leads west to a promontory, atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare. Want to try something?
DM? What's a promontory?
Rocky outcrop.
Gotcha.
You guys should be able to put a little light for it. See the distant town, like I said.
I do. Kind of.
Ah, yes.
Hey, wasn't this,
He'll say, pointing at the windmill.
There's a couple just markers in it, so you can kind of tell what's out there.
Hey, I don't see a tower by that lake, do I?
Not from here, no.
Okay.
The lake's pretty big, though. Could probably. Wish I could just carve out a plot in this so you had like an actual line of sight from up here that I could mark out.
Make a cone light. That's fine. I don't see anything. I look back towards the windmill. Does it? There's nothing about the windmill. It's like distinctly like the Durst family windmill, is it?
Perception.
Okay. If I asked Dalvadag for the Durst family sword that has the windmill on it and hold it next to it, do we get advantage?
Sure.
I accidentally did that behind.
Would you do that to him?
I don't know.
Goddamn.
I see all.
Okay.
Good fucking job, Edmund.
Nice work, Edmund.
Good job, all of us. Y'all rolled 19.
Well,
Oh.
so
Except for
it is obvious to everyone except for Greif. There is a similarity. The two distinctive features are the vague shape of the veins, and more importantly, the onion-like top to the roof, this curled and pointed spire. It's very distinctive, and it matches.
you still got those deeds. Pretty sure they had a windmill.
Yeah. Still in my pack. It's not the same van.
No. It totally is. Right? Looking at Dalvadag.
Looks like it
Of
to
course
me.
not. What?
Why, of course not.
Why, of course.
Oh, but you
Not
can't
saying
see
of
with your
course, I'm
helmet.
saying I think.
Just raise the visor. Just look at the details.
I raise my visor and I squint my eyes and I look.
Easily spotted once they point. Well, if they can point out the actual thing that I said instead of just saying
Do
it's
they
the
actually
same.
point it out, or does
They're
he
not
just
so
say?
far.
Not
So
yet,
someone
because
would
he's
like
talking
to.
about the helmet.
I don't see it.
The roof's the same.
Yeah, the round bits and the veins and.
I look between the sword, and then I look back at the windmill, and I do a double take, and I look back at the sword, and I look back at the windmill, and you can see the worst priest's like gears in her head starting to turn. Oh yeah, no, oh yeah, no, you're right. Well, interesting, I suppose. Is he looking towards the village and assuming that Ismark is about to punch us in the back of the head if we stand around very long?
He is ahead of you, certainly.
We should make a note to come back here once we help him. I say, looking at him already starting his way down the path.
Might not even be anything there.
It's a place of interest, to be certain.
He nods.
I make my way after Ismark to
Alright.
continue.
We continue.
Yeah. If the Durst have any connection with you know who, well, there might be some insights there.
That's a good point.
He
Those letters seem to imply that he wanted truly nothing to do with him.
sure didn't like him. Maybe they didn't care.
To find out once we take a little bit of a closer look. After we go to Vallaki.
He nods.
We carry on.
Alright. Get to hear another roll, another random chance at getting completely destroyed.
Okay,
Strahd.
Toast. I want pretty clothes. Come on.
Wait, isn't it your turn?
Did I not just roll for it last time?
Shit, no, you're
You
right.
did.
Okay. All right, third set of clothes coming up.
It'd be so funny. It'd be so funny. No.
You're losing your touch, old man.
I'm fucking fuming. I want a new pair of Vans.
The next one.
Where my Tims at? Where my Tims?
Your tummies are a rumbling, and the sun has passed the midday point in the sky, though it can be difficult to tell, obfuscated as it is.
Once we get within sight of any walls, he's going to cast Disguise Self again, by the way. It only lasts an hour.
Right?
Oh, we're getting close. Oh, no, it was visible, yeah. Of course we're getting close.
Can I get the next roll? It's supposed to be Dal.
Come on, buddy. Prove me wrong. Get us some clothes.
There's some pants you missed, idiot.
You're good.
Does that mean no pants?
Here you are.
Toast, if you don't get us a damn pants roll at some point during this
Hey, I didn't
So
say
you
Cast
get
your-
one
time
either.
to cast your spell,
Oh,
cast your spell, cast your
right.
spell, cast your spell.
I'm doing it. They're yelling at me about
Vallaki.
pants.
Alright. And with that, you arrive just in time for one last random roll.
Oh, my
Nothing's happened the entire trip.
Hee
This has got to be it.
Alright. Let me just take a look at something here.
Ho, 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 hee, hee.
I think if we want encounters, we just
No,
have
no,
blind
I didn't-
and
I
arena
didn't
roll
say
every
that.
time.
I didn't say that at all. I'm counting our blessings here.
In most games, I usually roll really bad for random encounters, but I don't remember if I've rolled bad for this one.
Not that I can recall.
Was mine the
Unless
one
the
where
pie lady
we
counts.
found a path?
The
shortcut?
I think so.
Maybe? No, that was what that was Ireena's.
Okay.
Yeah.
The old Svalit road meanders into a valley watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall, as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates, with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted on the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are a half-dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them.
Yeah, these folks have the right attitude.
Seems a lot more
Winnemaro will
put
frown.
together. Can you talk with those ones? I asked Winnemar as we approached.
Now that's in poor taste.
Winnemar's actively chewing her leaves again. Fucking damn.
Ghost, are you there?
He's chewing.
was 14 seconds ago. Holy shit.
Sorry, this is the most overcooked pretzel
That's
I've ever had in
crazy.
my life.
Yeah, that's what, like that.
You still
That
chew
makes it
It's
sound like
been
something's
half a minute.
wrong. Yeah.
It's been more than half a
What
minute
the
because that's
fuck?
when he put the message, not when he took a bite.
Dog and peanut butter over there.
Dude, oh my gosh, he's gonna be chewing for a whole minute.
This wasn't cooked all the way.
He's still going.
Buddy, spit it out.
Ugh. What am I, quitter?
Yeah, you should be. Look at raw ass pretzel.
Ah,
Commendable effort, Toast. We know he's a trooper. He swallowed
Well,
this.
That was not good.
Nearly 30 seconds of just chewing.
I
a
should have
pretzel.
spat it
Actually, it was 1:14 according to the chat log. Minute and
Yeah, but
14
you can
Bravo.
assume
seconds
there's
ago.
a little
he
bit
said,
more from when he actually bit it versus when he typed it.
Maybe. Yeah, chewing 1 sec was 1:14 seconds from when you. when
Holy
he died.
shit.
Ooh.
That was not good. What was the question? Sorry.
She asked if you could
That really
talk to
took a lot
those
out of
ones in relation to the wolf heads on spikes.
Don't be ridiculous. That's cruel. They're slaves like anyone else. Like those horses, I bet.
I understood you at first, and then you very quickly lost me.
Still on the horses.
Do you remember how I said those horses were from the carriage, not the
Oh.
Vistani? Well, I answered you in character. But she was going to correct herself anyway. The ones from the carriage. They were enchanted, I said? Or it seemed like it anyway. I bet it's the same with the wolves.
Something like that.
I'm more caught up on these being particularly dead, and I'm pretty sure she's not a necromancer.
Well, I've already been corrected as to her capabilities one time. I'm not certain of the fullest extent of them.
I can speak to living animals, and they don't have to listen to me. I don't force them to do anything. And I never will.
What was your card again?
What do you mean?
The card that she assigned to you.
It's the anarchist, but what do you mean? It wasn't literal.
Something about beliefs being put to the test?
You think these wolves decided that they were going to sign up for some sort of vampire lord's army?
No, I was speaking more to your resolve when you said you never will.
I never will. I don't need to. There's no point.
I'm certain that you can see where I'm going with this. Just keep it in mind.
Can't even control things.
And I look forward to the great Vallaki.
Vallaki cock and ball torture.
Correct. As you look yonder, and you see the figures on the wall begin to shift, peering forth. Large spears, more pikes, rise out as they ready themselves. One of them calls out, ferrying across the dirt road into the woods. Who goes there?
I glance towards Ismark to see if he wants to speak. If he doesn't, then I step forward.
He will. My name is Ig. Bleh. I already fucked it
My
up.
name is Ig.
My name is Ig.
My name is Igor.
My name is Ismark Koyanovich. I come with my sister. We are the children of the burgomaster of Barovia, the village across the mountains. He waits. There doesn't seem to be much in the way of recognition or care either. We come seeking safe passage and harbor. He thinks about it a moment. And who is with you? He calls back. Travelers, escorts, from beyond the fog. That seems to pique their interest. Approach, the other one of the two calls.
I do so, stepping up before the gate.
Likewise, their pal Dal and Winamara will as well.
Edmund steps forward.
Pal Dal means he's in human disguise, to be absolutely clear.
Is it still the same bald, tattooed guy, mustache?
This time he made him a little more buff.
Ismark is willing to walk right up until you can clearly be seen, which also puts you in piking range if it comes down to it.
It's my first day!
The wall goes up about 15 feet, and most of them are poking up above it, but they seem to be on a platform slightly lower than that behind the wall. They look over you, and sighting the troop of you four, one of them tilts back a little bit of hood, getting a clearer view, and says, "Huh. I'll be bet, you really do look like you're not from here. 2 in 1 month. Well, fancy seeing that."
Cool.
Month?
You're not the first outsiders to come through. Not like it's unheard of, but you four and another a month ago. Just strange.
Could you tell us about this other one?
Better yet, can you let us inside? We're quickly learning how inhospitable being out here is, pointing at the wolves' heads.
The one who had not made those remarks looks over you. You'd best expect a cold welcome. Outsiders are not well liked here. We don't expect those kind of remarks. We're used to it. Don't bring the mood down.
Understood.
One of them, the other one, sort of smiles and says, "All will be well." Like a catchphrase, practically. He's reciting a little mantra. It comes with a ring of, what can you do? But he seems to smile at it, and it's the most you've seen anyone smile.
Say Lavi.
Avatar Last Airbender, nothing wrong in bossing, say, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Alright, come in. Just keep your weapons stowed. Try not to walk around with them if you can help it. Makes people nervous.
Ah, of course. They'll put away my flail and shield.
They go down and unbar the heavy gates. It takes a bit, but the gates, heavy and iron, swing open for you, and you are welcomed to Vallaki, the long layest.
You believe it, guys?
Vallaki, only a day away.
Only right here, right now.
I look towards Ismark, nod my head, and I will begin forward into the great Vallaki.
Blingy. Alright. So.
Guys, we made it
I
the
have-
entire way, completely unmolested. Fucking amazing.
As far as you know. And
What?
you manage
Show of hands.
First, importantly, I do have a map. This one is not as grid to scale as the other one. It's more abstract because Vallaki is a lot bigger. But I did at least go to the troubles of putting up the exterior wall. It's not the building walls. If you'd like, I can save it until I have little things like that up to make it slightly more immersive, or you can just see the whole layout of the town now. I don't really mind either way, frankly.
Sorry, what both of you are speaking? I didn't catch what Richard said.
He's saying that he doesn't have like a 2-scale map like he did of the other village.
Oh, I heard that. I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I'm not okay with it.
Alright.
I just thought you should know.
I'm not okay with it. However, do not listen to me.
Now, here's the thing. Full confession.
Uh-oh.
Vallaki is huge. I haven't read the whole thing. I've been trying. I've been reading it for like 3 days.
Really?
I'm not done yet. I haven't finished reading it.
That's...
Well,
I didn't think it was going to be like that.
It is the biggest chunk of the book.
Really?
Yeah. Well, other than like Ravenloft itself.
well, I don't imagine we're going to scour all of Vallaki.
No, but all of it is interconnected, so things might get weird.
Do you need to call it here then as we arrive at Vallaki?
Could use a small pause to refresh my memory. I'd rather get to a better stopping point, but this one is also very good if we wanted to do that.
I mean, we're right
It's just
outside.
This is our last chance.
Could go
This is
into
our
it
last-
fresh knowledge and all that.
Sure.
Last chance?
This is our last game before the week starts and Richard's not around anymore and we'd have to wait till next
Oh,
weekend at the
yeah.
earliest.
Well, that's
So-
up to you, because I don't know what you're looking at. If we
A
have
lot.
to call it, then I'm
It's-
okay.
I've read about a little over half.
Okay.
And this is to
So,
be clear, it's not like I've been doing nothing but reading it. It's not that big, it's that I've been reading it and also having to put all of that into the Foundry and set all of this up.
Of course.
And,
Actually, that's a good
live
point.
your life.
Richard, going forward, when are you going to be available?
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and
That
Saturday.
says
Okay.
Friday, so Saturday.
Okay. I don't mind calling it if you feel like you need the time to make the presentation right. To make it big and fancy.
Yeah.
It would certainly be better for it, but I don't think
Then there we
it's-
go.
Concern is, I don't mind presentation, but if it's all interconnected and you miss like something that's insanely important because you don't
That
have
is-
everything,
Yeah,
that
there
would
Yeah,
is-
suck.
that's
yeah.
That's
yeah.
very likely, as well
I'd
as
say
just
let's call it that if that's the case.
it's likely, or it comes to the like, I am reading the location as you go
Ouch.
to it.
Mm.
We reached Vallaki, it's a good stopping point. It's
Yeah,
not
we
bad.
reached
Because one of the things I haven't read, I understand to be incredibly important, and I just
Well,
haven't
you're
been
just
able
selling
to
me
get
on it
to
more and more.
Yeah,
every
what-
time.
okay,
You
we're-
started by
Okay,
saying, like,
okay,
it's
okay,
mostly
okay.
okay.
It's
We
mostly
got it,
okay.
and now you've ended
it's
with
incredibly important. I
incredibly
just don't think
important
it's
part.
going to come up
The
immediately.
this part that I read last.
I just don't think it'll come up immediately, but I do think it is incredibly important.
We'll just
How
call it
dare you
this,
underestimate us?
This would not be the first
You know, out of
session
curiosity,
that you've
where...
like gambled on. Well, they're really slow and they'll never make it, and then we blitz it in like 2 minutes.
I like yeah.
I'm
I
just
was
looking at the
expecting
layout and like where it would be between you and where you're going, you know?
like how many rolls for encounters did we do on this
A
entire
lot.
trip?
A lot.
And none of them was like a combat encounter.
No, we found like a werewolf's clothing
I
hiding
definitely
spots
thought
or
that getting
something.
to Vallaki was going to be so much more of a problem. We got here
I thought the
so
clothes
fast.
were gonna have a problem.
You guys got insanely lucky again.
We're the best.
Dude, Curse of Strahd is so easy, dude. You're gonna have to like.
Easy.
Yeah, you guys
Shut up,
Easy,
shut up,
man.
shut
Hear
You
that,
guys
internet?
skipped easily running into the hardest things you'd ever have fought. You're just fine. You just breathe.
You've said that about like Everything we find.
Because you have
everything we have
done.
ever encountered is the hardest thing ever.
Yes, because everything gets stronger. That's how it's been going.
Oh man!
It's not a lie.
No, I believe you. I'm just saying it's really funny.
According to Lithium, or in response to Lithium, I do. We're trying to run the whole thing, otherwise it stops making sense. That's the point.
You read the windmill? We detoured.
I did read the
derail the
windmill,
entire
yeah,
session.
yeah.
We go back to the windmill after we
Read the
drop them
windmill
off.
and I prepared everything for that, yes. I did do that.
We totally
That
would have
one's-
gone in there if Ismark
Alright.
wasn't
That
rushing
was one
us
of the
on.
first ones I did, though,
Yeah.
because I saw, like, the relation in, the opening chapter. It said, like, oh, yeah, the crest is a windmill. For more, see chapter whatever. And I was like, okay. And I read the windmill one.
If Ismark was not hurrying us along, we totally would have gone in there.
Yeah.
We would have gone.
You can go back.
immediately
Alright.
gone in
You
there.
can go back.
Ismark,
I would've
Ireena,
stopped for
good
the
enough.
fucking granny.
Good enough. Bye bye.
Yep.
See you later. We got a windmill to check out.
Yep. You guys picked up the escort quest and immediately had to go past all the the obstacles. So, anyways,
I'm really sad I missed the granny encounter. The fucking fiend.
She's still there.
I don't know
we're
if
not
she's
done
gonna
with
be there
her.
when we go back.
She's gonna be waiting for us with fresh pie when
there
we get
are
back.
some
Like,
things like
so,
that you can only do once.
Oh.
well, that's
Like, if you don't interact
Stupid.
with things when you see them, they go off and do something else, and you trigger the next step of the plot by not interacting with it.
I blame Ismark.
it is kind of literally his fault
Yep.
completely.
So, like, some things they'll be
Hey.
like, oh, if you talk to them here, blah, 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 but then they go off and do this, and so if you just didn't want to talk to them yet, then too bad, they've got their own agenda. The characters are living their lives.
It's
You know
like Dark
what?
Souls.
That's
Pretty much.
A, what I was thinking. B, this is okay because it opens us up for the replayability of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
When
We're not
Richard
Very
hosts
supposed
it,
curious about how one of
Yeah.
those things in particular is going to end up.
Just keep it close to your chest, all right?
Anyway.
Anyway, goodbye.
Anyway,
bye bye. We'll see you next.